Welcome everyone to another XANGO Super Saturday. And today we are going to talk about the XANGO Opportunity. Now some of us have only been talking about the opportunity for a few days, some a few weeks, some a few months, some a few years, and some of us have been talking about the XANGO Opportunity since the very beginning. And so I want to just share with you how I present the opportunity today. It's simply the same story, but we've added upon it with all the new amazing opportunities that we've provided since we began. So I want to thank you very much for your time today, and I want to let you know that XANGO is not just one opportunity with one product anymore. We started out that way, but since then we have launched some amazing products for baby boomers, for millennials. We have the XANGO Goodness program with the XANGO Meal Pack that gives opportunities to people to feed a child or even feed a village by leveraging yourself with other people who care enough to do well or do good by doing well. And we've got so many opportunities. Of course, our most recent launch was the Picks line, which I haven't been more excited about a product launch since the XANGO Juice in the very, very beginning. But we're going to talk to you about these different products a little bit, but really how to present the opportunity. And I also want you to know that there is something really big coming, actually in just a few weeks. So XANGO always has something big coming in the future. And boy, oh boy, you want to hang on, you want to stay tuned, and you want to get the word out whenever anything new comes. And of course, that's been my secret. My secret, people ask me, what's your secret to success? There's a couple things. One is, I talk to new people every single day, and I invite them to take a look at one of our products. And it's not always the same. See, when you're brand new starting out, usually somebody shared a product with you, and that product is what you should focus on initially in your first 30 days using the opinion approach. And ask people, tell people, I've been looking for a business. I came across this product. Here's what it did for me, but I would sure love to see what it can do for you. And then as you learn about all the other XANGO products, then maybe one day you can make a list of all the baby boomers that you know and tell them about our amazing anti-aging products, our Xalo Ageless and our Era System. Maybe one day you can make a list of all the millennials you know, and then you can start to talk to them about our Xalo Pro line. And as you do that, you can use this opinion approach over and over with specific products that you think can help the person that you're talking to. And my big secret is I continue to invite people to try our products. Right now, since June, I have been focused on our Picks line because it's a brand new product line. There's 4 amazing products in that product line, and I made a list of people I know who have trouble sleeping, and I started to contact them. Then I made a list of people I know who struggle with stress and anger issues, and I started talking to them about Calm. And then I made a list of people I know that have trouble with digestion, and I started to talk about them. So we have some amazing products, folks, and I don't want you to get confused and try to learn everything about every product right now. As far as the opportunity goes, somebody shared something with you, and that's all you need to focus on right now, and spend your first 30 days telling people about that product and inviting people to try that product until you learn about another one. And then maybe the next 30 days you can start talking about another one. So we've got amazing products all over the world. Over 40 nations we have products, some of them being sold under NFR program or not for retail. Some of them are fully operational on the ground in that country. So you can go to XANGO.com, click on a country, see what products are on the ground there, and you can start to talk to people not just locally, but also throughout your state, then throughout your country, and then throughout the world by simply using our XANGO customer program where you can call up, you could 3-way them into the company, or you could give them your website, betashop.xango.com. You can load the cart with something that's in their country, send it to them and say, I think you would love this product. You can click here, check out, you'll see retail prices, so make sure you enter the ID number and give them your ID number and apply that so you can get the wholesale price, which is the same price that I pay. And then they'll do that, and they can sign up right there as a customer, try the product, and of course from there you can begin to share the opportunity. So let's talk about the opportunity for just a moment. Now, XANGO, when they first started in 2002, started off with one simple story. They started off with this XANGO juice, which was made from the whole fruit puree of the mangosteen fruit. Now, this mangosteen fruit, I had never heard of it before, so of course I was listening. And of course today most people still have not heard about the mangosteen. But what I saw was a fruit, very special, that in this outside rind or pericarp had these powerful xanthone molecules. These are molecules that could be studied, looked at under a microscope. And then as I started to do some third-party due diligence research on these xanthones and on the mangosteen, I discovered third-party research from universities and medical centers all over the world that had been taking place for decades, long before any of our founders thought about bringing this product to market commercially. That was powerful to me. I thought, wow, that is third-party credibility. That doesn't happen. Usually when a product is brought to market, especially in our industry, the research is funded by the company to prove how good it is. Well, with XANGO, the research to prove how good it is has been out there for decades. So that's pretty exciting. And because of this product and this fruit, which has more documented health benefits than any other single botanical that has ever been discovered, and the juice works. I said when I heard the story, boy, if this product works, we're going to make millions. The juice works. It changes lives. We did $1 billion worth of sales in 5 years. We did $2 billion by our 8th year. Folks, that is faster than Starbucks or Nike or Apple or Microsoft or Dell or so many other companies that are today doing $1 billion a year and more. It's faster to the $1 billion brand or the $1 billion cumulative mark, total sales, than any of those other brands and so many others. So XANGO's been pretty amazing. Why? Because of the folklore and the science behind the product. And of course, by our 11th year, we got a patent. We applied for the patent right away, but we were challenged for more than a decade by competitors that did not want us to get that exclusive rights, that patent on that product. But we did get that patent. And since then, we've done a lot of other amazing things. We've launched other brands, many of them category-creating brands as well. Now, a little history lesson. You know, there's only 60-plus companies that have even lasted for 10 years or longer in our industry. And of that, only so many companies went to $100 million a year in sales. I think 30-some. There's only 60-some that have made it to $100 million, but there's only 30-some that have made it to $250 million. Do you know that we not only hit those benchmarks, but we were the fastest company? We set the record for those benchmarks. Now, of course, we're on to $1 billion. That's the goal, become $1 billion company. Now, what's the difference between $1 billion brand and $1 billion company? $1 billion brand is we've done over $1 billion in cumulative sales. So our XANGO juice is $1 billion brand. But to be $1 billion company, we need to be doing $1 billion a year in sales. And there's only 13 companies in our industry that's ever done that. The current record holder did it in 18 years. So, of course, we are on track. It is our goal. That's what XANGO does, to be the fastest company. Now, what does that mean for you? XANGO has a 50% payout. Not an up to 50%, not as much as, not maybe if all the stars are aligned. They also have a 50% payout. And I want to explain that. You can learn that in a compensation plan training, how it works. But I'll just tell you this. With the 50% payout, it makes us partners with the company. See, they don't play any games. They get 50%. The rest of it, we split between us. So it doesn't matter who gets it. It's up to us. It makes us partners with the company and not competitors with the company, which is really amazing. 50% of $1 billion is $500 million in commissions that'll be paid to you, to me, to those of us who share the message, who share the word, and who take a hold of this XANGO opportunity and run with it. So where are we going? Well, let's just talk about our most recent product line that was just launched. This is all I'm talking about right now. the XANGO Picks line. Why? Because we're all different. We all have some of the needs that are the same. We all need the juice. We all need our XANGO 365. There are certain products that we all need, but some of us have trouble sleeping while others don't. Some of us have difficulty with stress. Some of us have trouble with digestion. So as we have all these different targeted needs in our own body, XANGO has come out with herbal alchemy extracts, XANGO Picks. And each XANGO Picks has a different specific use in a different body system. So we have 4 of them right now, which is amazing. The slumber, folks, you take the slumber at night before you go to bed. Now you got to be in bed. Turn off the television. You're done. You're done talking. You're done reading. And as you turn off that night light to go to sleep, you take your shot of XANGO with some slumber in it, and you are out within 5 or 10 minutes. It's amazing. I have never my whole life been able to fall asleep like that before. For years and years and years, actually more than the past decade, I've taken Tylenol PM or Advil PM. I switch it up every time so that I don't take the same stuff all the time, but always a pain reliever with the PM, which makes me groggy the next day. And, of course, you have to get a minimum of 8 hours of sleep, plus you need at least a couple of hours to get going in the morning. Well, since I've been taking the slumber, I am out in 5 or 10 minutes. I sleep all night long, and when I wake up in the morning, I take Genius. This ignites my brain. It just turns it on. And within 5 or 10 minutes, I'm just laying there, and all of a sudden the brain starts to engage, and I start thinking about all that I can accomplish during the day, and up I go. We've got amazing products, and they're inexpensive. These products are like $25 for a month's supply. Amazing. There's an opportunity here. And the future with the XANGO Picks, the future is that we will continue to launch new XANGO Picks products that will have benefits for every single body system and specific need that anyone could possibly imagine. I'm very excited about the future with XANGO and with the future with XANGO Picks. But let's talk about the money for a moment. The money, of course, is what makes people get up on a Saturday morning and tune into a Super Saturday to learn about the business. The money is what puts me on an airplane flying to another country to be able to help distributors learn about this amazing XANGO opportunity. The money is what pays us to not just use and share the products with others, but the opportunity as well. So that's really what I want to talk to you about right now. We have a lot of amazing bonuses. I'm not going to go into all of them. This is something that you're going to learn along the way, but we're going to start off with the bonuses that are available to a brand new distributor. So if today is your day, you just signed up, there are 7 ways to earn money as a brand new distributor. We can earn weekly bonuses on brand new distributor orders. Whenever you sponsor a new distributor, you can get 25% of their first order, and that's paid to you next week. And as your distributors sponsor other distributors, they can get that 25%. You can get 15% of all of your distributors' new distributor orders paid to you next week. And on all of your customers, you can get 15%. Every time your customers place an order, every time, you can get 15% paid to you next week. And as your customers refer other customers, why would they do that? Because you and your customers can earn free products by simply referring 3 or more other customers who use and share these XANGO products with other people. And you can get paid 15% on all of that volume. And every time they place an order, you get it next week. And as a distributor, you can participate in iBonus pools, which is a bonus pool that you can qualify to share in a worldwide global bonus pool of every customer sale in the world. There's a certain percentage that goes into the bonus pools, and you can start to qualify to earn a share of that with as little as $1,000 in customer volume, in iVolume they call it. And, of course, we also have our ADP Rewards program, which means you commit to the products every month, and you get extra rewards They'll send you certificates that you can use to buy any product or anything from XANGO. So let's talk about what do we need to do to qualify for these bonuses to make money. Well, we just have to look for people who use and share the products with others. So as a customer, you can use our products. You can refer 3 or more other customers who use the products, and you can qualify for free products. But as a distributor, you can qualify for free products and residual income. So you can do that with customers. If you sponsor customers who share with other customers, you can begin to build a team, and you can promote through our compensation plan, and you can begin to earn royalty income. But of course, if you look for distributors as well, you're going to find people who are intentionally looking for people who want to earn that residual income, and then your business is going to grow so much faster. So this is a volume-based plan. We look for people who use and share products, and we begin to build teams of people who use and share products. We also want to look for people who share the opportunity as well, and we can start to build a residual income that can be hundreds a month, can be thousands a month, and it can significantly grow to a 4 or 5 figure monthly residual income over time as you continue to use and share the products and the opportunity and teach other people to do the same. So all the bonuses that I just showed you that you can earn, those are the first week, the first month, but the idea is to begin to leverage yourself and continue to build these teams, not just you finding people, but helping your people find people and helping their people find people and so on. And so we can begin to leverage ourselves through many levels of customers and distributors who are using XANGO products, and we can get a little piece of all of that. So our first pin level position is called a 1K, and you can become a 1K when you have 1,000 in volume and 3 or more people who use and share products. They can be customers or distributors. And that will entitle you to earn 4 levels in our unilevel compensation plan. Now, this is our residual side, or like royalty income, and it's kind of like the royalty income, it's like compound interest. Albert Einstein once talked about compound interest, and he said, he who understands it earns it, and he who doesn't pays it. Compound interest is huge. We know when we're paying it, it's pretty big. We pay a lot of money in compound interest on our car loans, our mortgages, but you can earn it by leveraging yourself, by building a team of people who use and share the products. And we can begin to earn through our compensation plan. XANGO will pay 9 levels of referrals. This is our monthly pay. This is our residual pay. And as we go out and find people who build teams of people, it could add up to a lot of income. So let's just take a look at the next pin level. Is called a 5K. A 5K has 5,000 in volume, total group volume, and there are 3 or more people, but they have at least 3 people they personally sponsored, can be customers, can be distributors, who have at least 1,000 on their team. And then we're entitled to 5 levels of residual income. So the company will pay out 2% on your first level. That's your personal referrals on your first level. And then 5% on all distributor orders down through 9 levels in your organization. So let's talk about if we just found 3 people who got 3, who got 3, who got 3, and everybody was doing the very minimum, which is $100 a month. That's the minimum to qualify to earn income. Now, most people are at $200 a month because you can make a lot more money with a $200 a month commitment than $100. But let's just look at minimums here. You just found 3 who found 3 who found 3. And we're going to leverage that through 5 levels, everybody doing the minimum, just $100. That's $1,800. That's over $1,800 on the residual check that you're going to earn from XANGO on your distributors. Now, that doesn't even include your customers. You can get paid through 9 levels of customers also. That also doesn't include that iBonus pool I told you about, where you can actually share in all the customer volume in the world. That also does not include the free things like Nothing Beats Free. It also does not include things like a car bonus. We have a program, it's called a lifestyle bonus actually, because you don't have to get a car with it. There's so many other bonuses with XANGO, but this is just for you to understand leveraging and building that team of people who use and share products with others. Now, I don't want to go all the way through this compensation plan and show you everything, but the next pin level is called a 20K, and a 20K actually gets paid on 7 levels. And at this level, if you have this volume, you'd actually be a 20K, because in this example, you have 24,000 in group volume, and a 20K only needs 20,000. And a 20K needs 3 people they've personally sponsored with at least 5,000 in volume on their team, which you would have in this example. So you'd actually be getting paid through 7 levels. Now, obviously, you have to continue to build to get down through 7 levels of duplication. But if you did that, the same model, let's go 3 by 3 by 3 by 3, through 2 more levels. I'm going to just show you what that is. That's over $16,000 in a month. Now, I'm not trying to make income claims here. I'm not saying if you find 3 people, this is going to happen. But if you found the right 3 who were committed to this business and to continuing to use and share products with others until they found 3 other committed people, so it's all about finding the right 3. In this example, you'd really have a lot more, because you might have 10 or 15 people to find the right 3. So you're really going to have a lot more people in your first level. Same thing with your people's people. Instead of 9 on your second level, you could have 30 for those people to have found the right 3 each. So we're all looking for the right 3 who are committed to use and share products with other people. But what I want to just simply show you is this. As you continue to leverage, this is that compound interest we talked about. It's almost 10 times the income when you go down 2 more levels without any more people personally. You still have your 3. This is just with the level and the volume continuing to duplicate. Over time, your organization will continue to build. I personally, our XANGO genealogy in the back office goes 99 levels, and I have volume below that. I just don't even know how much. I don't even know how many people, because it only goes down through 99 levels. So what I want you to know is it does happen over time. It takes time. I didn't do that my first year even. But this is a lifelong opportunity. This is not an opportunity for 1 year or 3 years or 5 years. This is an opportunity to continue to use and share products with others. Maybe it'll take you 10 years. Maybe it would take you 20 years. It depends on you. What are your goals? How many people are you willing to talk to until you find the right 3? Or 4 or 5, because 5 people can take you all the way to a position called 500K, where the average income is about 10 times what a premier would earn. Now, you can hit premier with 3 people. You can hit 100K or 200K with 4 people. And you could hit 500K with 5, where, again, the income is 10 times what it is as a premier. So how big are your dreams? How big are your goals? Let's just look. What would it mean to get the 9 full levels of compensation? Well, I need you to do the math on that, because it is so big, I don't even want to put it on the screen. And there's our compensation plan, 9 levels. Take whatever business model you want. You want to go 500K? Then do 5. Times 5, times 5, times 5, all the way down the column of the number of distributors. The percentages are the same, 2% level 1, 5% in levels 2 through 9. Put in your business model, 100, or do you want to put in 200? Because that's what the average distributor who's making money orders. And so you can add up the group volumes in these levels and then do the math and do the percentage and add it up. It's huge, folks. This opportunity is as big as your dreams. You can build it fast. You can build it slow. But, folks, just build it. Just continue to use and share these products with other people. One of my secrets was I learned something called the 10-bean method. They said if you talk to 10 new people every single day, you can build a massive residual income. So I did. Why was it called 10-bean method? They told you to buy a giant bag of pinto beans, stick 10 in your pocket every day, and every time you talk to people about your products or your opportunity, throw away a bean. Well, I had a tough time doing that before. I couldn't quite track the people. If I'd get in one conversation with somebody that was good, I would think, I would be high as a kite for 3 weeks telling my sponsor everything about this great prospect that I met. It was incredible. And I would forget that it's a numbers game. So don't get too excited about any one prospect. And also don't ever prejudge someone else. Your job is to 10. Or if you can't do 10, do 5. Can't do 5, do 3. Don't do less than that. Because you need to be in this business and you need to use and share the products and the opportunity with others on a regular basis. So you pick your number and you go share. Share the product, share the opportunity, and the more you do that, the better you'll get. And you're going to have a ratio of people that you talk to. Most are going to say no, but some people are going to say, yes, I'll try that product. Yes, I'll take a look at the business opportunity. And you're going to use your upline, your team, your partners to help you with that. You're going to connect them. You're not going to try to do this on your own. You're going to introduce people and connect them to somebody else on your team who's going to help you and talk about things you're not ready to talk about yet, like the money. And as you continue to do that, maybe when you first start out, 9 out of 10 are going to say no. 1 out of 10 are going to say yes. And as you continue, pretty soon you're going to get to 2 out of 10 will say yes. Eventually 3 out of 10, because you're going to get better and your belief system is going to get stronger and you're going to start to make money, and now you're going to be able to talk to people about the opportunity and your own personal story about what's happened to you. So there's a huge opportunity within XANGO here. We talk a lot about our $1 Million Club and the people, more than 100 people that have made over $1 million. Actually, over 140 families now have earned more than $1 million in their XANGO career. But we love to talk about the 170,000 people that have earned $1,000 a month or more in a single month, and over 250,000 people that have earned over $500 in a single month. What would an extra $500 a month do for you? Well, when I first started out, I was a single mom. I had 2 little kids. I was living in a 1,200 square foot duplex. I was driving a clunker car, praying every single month that it wouldn't break down because I didn't have the money to fix it or pay for a repair bill if that happened. And that was my life. That is the life of so many people struggling just from week to week, just getting by from paycheck to paycheck. $500 a month, what would that mean for you or for the people that you know that are currently in that situation? Well, you know what? I started out, $500 a month meant a lot to me. $500 a month was peace of mind and security, and it was being able to afford to maybe go do something fun with my kids, take them to an amusement park. Then my goal was $1,000 a month, and I got there. Then my goal was to be able to make $3,000 a month so I could quit my job and stay home with my kids and be a full-time mom and have a career. And then I set the goal for this great, big, lofty, giant thing, 5 figures a month. I'd heard it. And I'd met lots of people that did it. Why not me? And folks, I got that too. It took me 5 years in this industry to learn to get over all my fears and my doubts and myself and all the stuff I had to. It took me 5 years, but then I got there. And I just want you to know, if I can, you can, because I had a lot of personal growth that I had to do first. So wherever you're coming from, if you're struggling with issues, self-esteem, or any of that, go get yourself some help. There's a lot of great books. You can go to Amazon.com, buy books, read them. You want the audio, you can get Audible, and you can listen to them. There's a lot of things that you can do to help yourself if you've got that to do. And then you plug in. You plug into the team. You plug into your upline. You plug into events. Let's talk about events for a second. One of the things as part of our compensation plan actually is these XANGO Paradise trips, where every single year you can qualify to earn a spot on the trip. The next one actually is next week. But then September 1st, the qualifications begin for the next XANGO Paradise trip. Make sure that you're on that spot. See, first of all you have to do to get a spot on the next trip is use and share the XANGO products and the opportunity with others. And you sponsor new customers and new distributors, and the more you do that, the more points you earn to earn your spot on that trip. So earn yourself a spot on the trip. For those of you going on this one, I can't wait to see you next week. for those of you who are brand new, I can't wait to see you next year in paradise, because there's a lot of people. We talked about the $1 Million Club. A lot of people, over 140 families now have earned over $1 million. It starts by making an investment in yourself. The investment is in events. The investment is in your mind. The investment is in activity that you need to take in order for you to learn, to grow, to develop, and to become everything that you can become in XANGO. See, the goal really isn't about the money. The goal really is about living life on your own terms. And all you have to do is pick up the torch and run. There are a lot of $1 million earners out there that want to help you. All you need to do is plug in, pick up the torch, and run. So I want to thank you all for your time in taking a look at the XANGO opportunity. I do want to turn some time over to some partners. Before I do that, I just want to show you one thing, because we're still talking about events. If you go to XANGO.com and you click on the latest, you're going to go to the blog and see the latest stuff. If you click on events, you'll see the next events. So, of course, we have our XANGO Paradise trip that we just talked about. I want to talk about the XANGO Vista Leadership Summit, which is taking place October 13th through 15th in Las Vegas. Now, as you go to this event and you look and you'll see what it is, who's going to be speaking there, and you'll also see the pricing. There are still some VIP tickets left. I can't believe it. They just went on sale last week, which will give you the opportunity to come in the night before and actually have dinner with founders and a very special setting. It'll also give you a whole lot of other great things, like the MP3 downloads, so that you can keep all the great things that you're going to learn and hear with other people. But they also have regular tickets for just $39. So make sure that you go there, click buy your tickets, and get there, because you're going to learn so much at the XANGO Vista Leadership Summit. And here you're also going to, and I'm just going to kind of put it on this slide when I turn over to my partners, we're going to hear about some big things coming. Now, you're going to hear in just a few weeks about our next big product launch, and even have the opportunity to get in early on that, which is really huge and something they haven't done. And you're going to learn all more about that in October. But we've also got some very special programs and some very special opportunities that are coming in XANGO to just amplify your business, that's going to be talked about at the Vista Leadership Summit. So I see lots of leaders in the chat room, and I would love to have some of these leaders share with you anything that you'd like to share, leaders, with the XANGO opportunity and the Vista Leadership Summit, the XANGO Paradise trip, or anything else you want to share. And I think I'm going to start with Tom or Carol Ferrier. Are you with us?
I am, Colli. I'm on the speaker code. I hope I don't have an echo going on here, because I know we've got some other phones on speakers. Gosh, this Monday night, Maximize Monday. We've got an inspirational distributor coming on. I'm not going to give away the name of this single young mom, sort of like you were, Colli, years ago, you know, looking for a different way to have income and change her life completely. So this is going to be an awesome gal that's going to be on. You know, you can guess all you want. Maybe you'll guess, maybe you won't. But inspirational distributor this Monday night, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. You'll be receiving emails and Facebook notices on that. So thanks, Colli.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tom. And I'm going to show everybody how they can get plugged in to our Maximize Monday events in just a moment. But before I do that, I'd like to turn some time over to Sandy Cohen.
Awesome, Colli, as always. You did an amazing job in such a short period of time. It's amazing. But, you know, if you're listening to this call, there's one reason. You could have slept in this morning. You could have maybe gone for a swim, but you're here because you want something different in your life. And, you know, it's interesting. We had just an amazing night last night. And I don't know what you believe, but I do believe there are no coincidences that happen. And I don't have time to tell you about what happened last night, but I was so jazzed when I put my head on the pillow last night. And I could have slept in this morning, but I didn't. I had the alarm set so I could be on the AMP call this morning. And then right after that, I was on a webinar. I mean, at 8:30 in the morning, I'm on a webinar. Now, what I'm trying to share with you is why. Why am I committed to CANI? In the chat box, who knows what CANI stands for? Because if you don't, maybe then you need to work on yourself and your skills and your mindset so that you can live the life that you want. So first you have to ask yourself, what in the world do you want? Mark knows. What do you want that's different from where you are today? But that's not enough. I mean, this trainer is probably as big or bigger than Tony Robbins. And I just found out about him. In fact, I pulled out his book that I ordered like a month ago, and I'm taking it with me to Cancun. But the question you have to ask yourself, you showed up today. Give yourself a big pat on the back. Give yourself a giant high five because you are willing to do what others won't do. And if you look at people that are successful realtors, successful in any business, successful entrepreneurs, like Colli, took her 5 years to be an overnight success. And she had challenges to overcome. It took us 4 or 5 years to become an overnight success, going from $450,000 in debt at the age of 52. Most people would have said, I'm done. There is no way I'm going to get out of this. So what are you willing to do if you want to be part of the Pareto principle, meaning the 20% of people that are successful? I mean, this could be a whole training, Colli, but you mentioned the MDC, the $1 Million Club, and I'll just end with this funny story. When you come to XANGO magnificent events, they usually have badges with all these ribbons, and at the top of my badge and 7 other ribbons was a green badge that said MDC. And I'm saying to myself, okay, I learned from Colli 25 years ago about the bean method. I didn't use kidney beans. I'm a sweet tooth junkie, so I used jelly beans. And it was a hard time not putting more than 10 in my pocket at a time. But that was my goal, to have 10 conversations a day. So MDC also stands for $1 Million Club, not just minimum daily contacts. And one of my business associates, I said to her, how do they know how many minimum daily contacts I do a day? Is somebody at XANGO, spying on me? Do they have my phones tapped? How do they know how active I really am? And she looked at me and she started to laugh and she said, you are such an idiot. MDC doesn't mean necessarily minimum daily contact. It means $1 Million Club. So it's real simple, guys. Do you want more? Then you have to do more. Go get beans or chocolate kisses or whatever it is that you can reward yourself after having a conversation with someone. So the Vista Leadership Summit is not negotiable. It's a business write-off. Everybody loves coming to Vegas. And, of course, October, it's a little bit cooler, so it's not 110 in the shade the way it is right now. But work and invest in your mind, in events. But most important is activity. And it was interesting on this webinar this morning, he was so pushing wellness to supplement. He spent 10 minutes talking about getting 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep a night. So I may do a summary at some point with a little training about all that he has done. But we thank you for being a part of our XANGO family. But again, if you want more, it doesn't happen by just wishing it. You have to make it happen. So let me know if you're coming to Mexico, because we are going to schedule some time in the suite for people to come test their chronological age compared to their biological age. So I'll send out an email over the weekend about that. Thanks, Colli, for letting me take a few minutes.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Sandy. And boy, one thing Sandy and I know. Sandy and I know about the events and about how critical they are. And I just want you to share something as Sandy and I see Eileen Cohen on the line here too in the chat room, and want to say that the three of us, as well as some people who are not with us today, actually there was another one who just joined our family, XANGO family, a couple of years ago, that we used to travel together and share rooms. And sometimes we'd get a room with 2 double beds or 2 queen beds or whatever, sleep 2 to each bed, plus get a rollaway. Sometimes there'd be 5 of us sharing one single hotel room. Imagine 5 women trying to get ready with one bathroom, but with all the same starting time for the event. And we would pack bags with granola bars or whatever, because that's all we could do back then. So I just want you to know that you have a choice to make. You can make excuses, because I did that. I did that for years. I was a single mom, for crying out loud. I didn't have the money to go to events. I mean, for me, going to an event also meant daycare. I had to find someone to watch the kids. And it was the travel, and it was the hotels, and it was the price of the admission at the event. And I had so many excuses, and they were valid excuses. And I used those excuses for years, until one day somebody bullied me into going to an event. It was an upline who came to town, and who wants to be a big leader? And I raised my hand, me, I'm going to be one. And then they said, how many of you are going to the convention? And my hand went down. I had an excuse, though. And he said, if you're not going to the event, you'll never be a leader. I was mad. I was, because he didn't know. He didn't know my circumstances. How dare he? I didn't have that kind of money. Here he is, this full-time networker that made 5 figures a month, so of course he could afford to go. Well, folks, I figured it out. That's why he was the full-time guy making 5 figures a month, because back when he was in my shoes, he did what he had to do to get there. So I went, because I had people like Sandy Cohen sitting in the room with me, like, how could I be her leader if I wasn't even going to the event? So we went, and I remember sharing rooms and carpooling and doing whatever we had to do to get there. But folks, all of us today, Eileen Cohen, Sandy Cohen, and myself, who've been sharing rooms and doing whatever we had to do decades ago, are all members of the $1 Million Club. So yeah, we can afford to go today, but we went when we couldn't afford to go. So I just want you to know that that's the truth, and it might be some tough love, but I want you to get it and understand that if you want to be successful and huge and big in this business, you need to invest in yourself, and you need to go to these events. So let me continue sharing the screen now so I can show you some of the other things to plug into. XANGO.com, not just the events, but go to the latest so you can always learn. There's always going to have whatever their specials are. So they have a back-to-school basics special right now on Junie. The Power Up Packs. The Power Up Packs are still going on, so you can click there and learn about them. These are some special packs that, and I'm just going to go to them for just a moment. These are some special packs that, where is my, there we go. These are some special, well, I didn't get the right one. Doesn't matter. There's some special packs. Just go to it and learn about the packs and the special bonuses that are going on. But once again, this is just a promotion. It's going to end soon, and then there'll be another one. And in just a few weeks, there's going to be something amazing launch with some special packages that you'll be able to get. So I always plug in to the packs. The XANGO Picks, you want more information on the picks, the videos. So all of that, XANGO.com, you should go there every single day. Where else should you go every day? Facebook. Facebook.com/XANGO Juice. That is the XANGO official corporate Facebook page. And they're always posting the latest and greatest, so whenever they have a product special or a promotion. So I want to show you, by the way, Thursday night now, they have the Vox. I love that. It's so sexy, the voice of XANGO. These are calls taking place. And this last Thursday, we had Dwayne Dyer and Sharon Sharif talking about what is coming very, very soon. So information on Paradise, etc. So just go through, and all you have to do to be plugged in is just go to the page and like it. Once you like it, you'll be plugged into the news feed. What else should you like on XANGO? Well, you should like every page and group you should belong to of anyone on your upline. One of them is XANGO University. So Facebook.com/XANGO University, as we do the different events, they're also posted there. So you're going to get all the corporate stuff on the corporate page and all your upline team leader stuff on the XANGO University page. So make sure that you go to both, plug into both, and like them both. Now, let me show you something on the XANGO University, xuworldwide.com/picks. This is an open page, which XANGO University is a membership site. It's $40 for a quarter. So you can sign up and you can plug into everything in XANGO University. But there's a few pages like this one which you don't have to be a member to be able to access. So this is the XANGO Picks page. And so on the XANGO Picks page, we have everything about the XANGO Picks. The first few videos are educational and stuff that a prospect. This is about a 28-minute video which is edited from a live event Dr. Templeman did at XANGO headquarters where he talked about all these tinctures. And so everything about the XANGO Picks here, it's a phenomenal video. Make sure that you watch it. And then underneath that, this is we have a YouTube channel, XANGO University does. There are 5 videos here that are all on this particular playlist. So if you just click play, it's going to take you through all 5 videos. Now if you want to actually go to the entire playlist on YouTube, you could just click on this link here, and it'll take you to our YouTube channel where you could subscribe to that and have all the videos and show you all the videos on that channel. So those are there, and you want to be educated on the picks, so do those 2 things. Watch this training video, watch all the 1-minute promo videos from Dr. Templeman, and you can share those videos with other people as well. Then, of course, under there we did several Picks Super Saturdays, and they're on here as well. How to promote to millennials, that was such a great one. This one I believe is the one. This is the actually today's call might replace that. It's an opportunity meeting with the picks. Anyway, lots more stuff. So much stuff. XANGO University, if you want to become a member, then you just go to xuworldwide.com and you'll see you can enroll right here. Enroll now. And it'll take you to a little enrollment link, and you can actually sign up by the month, $15 a month, or by the quarter, which takes you down to like $13.33. And then you have access to not just the stuff that I have open for everybody, but you'll have access to our library building, which has all of our archives. It has all the archives on the Super Saturday calls and the Maximize Monday calls. Our product education building has all of the product calls. A lot of this we can't have open to the public, which is one of the reasons it has to be at a membership site, because our product experiences calls, people are sharing their experiences with the products. We have a whole archives going back years there where you can actually go and you can search for a specific problem that somebody might be having, a health challenge, and then you can find the calls that are related to that health challenge and actually listen to a real person share their experiences with it. And of course, our Masters of Motivation, this building is one of my favorites because it has Stephen Covey and it has Jim Rohn and it has so many of our masters out there, a whole library that you can access with your membership and so many other things. So I think that might be, and if you are not yet a member and you want to take a little tour, all you have to do is scroll down to where it says Campus Tour. If you click on that and then you put in somebody who referred you. So who's your upline as a member of XANGO University? Just put their name in there. It doesn't matter. But you're going to put your name here, your email here, and then you're going to get a 3-day pass where you'll be able to go through and see everything that's in XANGO University for 3 days complimentary. Then you can make a decision if you want to be part of that or not. All right, I think I have everything covered. Sandy, why don't you give us the last word and close us up for the day?
Okay, I think the last bit of advice for those who want to be successful, it's a Saturday. Stop at the grocery store. Pick up your favorite chocolate kisses or jelly beans and make a commitment, an absolute commitment that every day, if you're part-time, you will have a minimum of 3 to 5 of those yummies that you can be rewarded by having a conversation. And what kind of a conversation? Remember, you're not selling anything. You are solving problems by asking questions. So how many of you that are in the chat room will agree to commit to a minimum of 3 to 5 yummy treats every single day for doing your minimum daily contacts if you're part-time, 3 to 5? How many will do that? And if you do that, we promise you massive success. Thanks, Colli, and everybody have a good weekend. Love you all.
You're so welcome, and I forgot to tell everybody about XU Events. I've got questions in here, so sorry. XUEvents.com, this is where we get all of our events. So on here, our live weekly events, we have MBX Opportunity calls done by a millennial every Monday through Friday night. We have our Maximize Monday leadership calls, so you wanted to know, and there you said, how do I register? Click on Maximize Mondays for the leadership calls. There you go, and there's the link, and you can sign up for them. And when you sign up through Meeting Burner, you can sign up just for the one, but you can also put in, which I do, put in your phone number, your text number, and every week you'll get a little text reminder about the webinar that's coming up. So do that. You'll also get your email reminders. But, yeah, Maximize Monday, that's how you get into it. And we have our Thursday night calls, which has been our weekly webinar trainings, turning to the voice of XANGO, which I love. This will be updated soon to reflect that. Our XANGO Get Amped calls every Saturday morning. Our workshops every Saturday morning, which is the training call that you're on right now. And where do I find the archives to those? So if you go to facebook.com/XANGO University and click on the notes, you will see that here are the archives of the most recent faculty workshops. You just click on See More. It tells you about them in the most recent. So there's last week's Getting Started training. The week before, Tom Ferrier did an amazing job on how to recruit 20 people in 30 days. He took a training that is out there generic in our industry and applied it to XANGO, and it's wonderful. Building a XANGO Picks business. So there you go, the most recent stuff there, but also the Maximize Mondays. So if we go on the Maximize Mondays, we'll also see actually all the archives from the Maximize Mondays. So you'll be able to register at XUEvents.com, and then if you miss it or want to share the recording with others, you'll be able to go to facebook.com/XANGO University, click on the notes, click on Maximize Mondays, and you'll be able to get those archives and be able to share them with other people. So now in closing, actually, I would love to finish by turning it over to Tom or Carol to talk to us about next week's Super Saturday, because it is the last Saturday of the month where we have our In the Know, and we got other exciting things happening. So Tom or Carol, let us know what next week's webinar is going to be about. And then you close it up for the day.
Well, thank you, Colli, and we're so excited to be able to spend this Saturday with all of our great friends, XANGO friends from around the world. Let's not forget, next week, that In the Know call, that's a powerful call that's going to give you some information about what is going on in the world of XANGO, catch you up on all of the things that have been recently going on, and then get you focused on what's going on for this most upcoming event. Don't miss it. We're really, really excited to share that with you, and we'll join you next Saturday.
Thank you so much, Carol, and I appreciate you and Tom. Sandy, all my business partners, all the leaders in XANGO, and all of you up-and-coming future leaders of XANGO. Tune in now. Make it now. Take some action. Call some people. Make your list. Update it. Big stuff is coming, and every time something does, you got a whole new opportunity to spend 30, 60, 90 days with a focused opinion approach on the new products that are going to be releasing. And what's coming, folks, is something new, sexy, inexpensive, very demonstrable, or demonstrative, I guess is the correct word, and something that can help you explode your business. So tune in, plug in, and take some action, and we'll see you on the next Super Saturday. Bye now. Thanks, everyone.